guys, welcome to my channel. So yesterday I asked my Instagram followers what readings they wanted to see, and I was given two topics that I'll be covering. The one for today is, what are they hiding from you? So thank you, Winged Shoes, for your suggestion. The next reading will be on the topic that Miss, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, suggested, so look out for that one. Also, the second winner for the personal reading giveaway will be announced tonight, and there's still 2 more chances to win after tonight. So if you guys are interested and haven't already subscribed and follow me on Instagram, you still have time to do so. My account is listed in the description below, so you can go there to find out more details on that. And for today's pick a card reading, I selected a few different stones, and I figured I would show you guys those and give you an overview of what those stones are meant to help with. So maybe you could use that in determining which group of cards that you would like to select. So for group 1, we have the red jasper. And this stone is known as the stabilizer. The jasper's energy is the support you can lean on when stress is tearing you down. So we have that one. And for group 2, we have the amethyst. And this stone is known as the intuitive eye. This stone can heighten your intuition and has relaxing properties as well. And then for group 3, we have the moonstone. And this stone is known as the destiny maker. This stone assists with bringing in balance, and it's also believed to bring lovers closer together. So if one of those speaks to you, or if you like the number system, 1, 2, or 3, go ahead and take a minute to figure out which group you'd like to go with. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get started with group number 1. We have releasing allegiances, Pandora's gift, romantic feelings, and calling in your soulmate. Okay, so the way that I designed this layout was for these first 2 cards to represent either you or the person of interest, or either way, okay? So they could both speak to your partner, they could both speak to you, and then for these 2 cards, these are going to be like the advice from the universe, your higher self, however you look at things on the situation. Okay, so we'll get started and we'll see who each of these cards represents. It'll tell the story, but I've kind of set out a basic layout for this. Okay, so with this card, let you guys take a look. So this card speaks about letting go of someone, even if it's just temporarily. So if this is your person of interest or who you're thinking about while you're watching this, it could symbolize a relationship with someone that you have history with, okay? So this isn't going to be for anyone that hasn't been involved with this person for a long amount of time, okay? So if the person that you're thinking about you've only been with for a short amount of time, this particular group won't apply to you, okay? Let's see. This card talks about there being like quite a bit of tension between you two over issues that have grown worse over time. So this person or you could be hiding things that they've been thinking about or contemplating ending this relationship, or taking a break, in an attempt to lighten the energy between you two, to give you guys a period of rest in the relationship, in order to get away from, the negative tension or the arguing that's been building up. And then with this romantic feelings card, I feel like you may be concerned that the person of interest might be interested in someone else, or will enter into another relationship if they end things with you or suggest that you guys take a break. But this card, it shows me that won't likely be the case, because this card talks about being alone once the negative energy is released and not jumping right into something new. So I would say that for most of you, this isn't something that you should be worrying or stressing about, okay? And then if we take a look at this card here, Pandora's Gift. This card, it represents likely you as the viewer, because it talks about being curious and looking for knowledge and answers. It signifies feeling like your world could be ending, but it wants to tell you that not all is lost in this situation. You need to surrender any guilt or responsibility that you may be carrying regarding the feelings of this person. Don't punish yourself over this, because it's part of your journey, regardless of how this plays out, okay? She is a reminder that you are a beautiful person inside and out, and to not lose yourself in this situation, okay? Then if we take a look at this card here, calling in your soulmate. This is a great message for you guys, because this card is telling you to keep your spirits up. If we take a look at the card and read the message here, it says your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So if you keep your energy and your vibration positive, this person will want, rather, to come back and work things out with you. Or if they choose not to, the right person who is aligned with you and your energy will have a chance to come in, okay? So overall, I feel like it's not necessarily that this person is hiding anything specific from you guys, other than, they are contemplating, they are, wondering if they should end the relationship or take a break from you guys. And overall, the result, whether this takes place and they do come back to you, or if they decide not to come back to you, rely on this card, because this is saying that, you are calling in your soulmate, whether it's this person or it's someone new, okay? And then again, I'll just reiterate that if you're feeling that this person has another love interest, that is not likely to be the case, okay? So don't worry about that, all right? So hopefully that helped you guys, and we will go on to group number 2. All right, group number 2. We have the Legacy Legacy of Light. We have the Come to Life. We have Deception. And we have Finances and Career. Okay, and as I talked about with group number 1, when I was thinking about how to lay out this reading, I wanted these 2 cards here to represent either you or your interest. Okay, so the person that you're thinking about while you're watching this. So these cards could talk about you, or they could talk about your partner, or vice versa. Okay, and then these cards here are meant to be, some advice for you on the situation. Okay, so if we talk about this card, Legacy of Light, did you guys get a view of that? This card, it asks you to believe in yourself and remember that you are wise, creative, courageous, and you have a very compassionate heart. You need to treat yourself well, so, eat right, take care of your body, whether that's, working out or, like I said, just eating the right types of food, okay? And lean on people around you for support if you feel like you need to. This card wants to tell you that you are unconditionally loved. You may also feel like you can be a burden on those around you, which might make you hold back from seeking, their support. But this card wants to tell you that, you couldn't be farther from the truth if that's how you feel. This card also symbolizes an artist of sorts, which is also here in the Come to Life card, which is interesting. So both of these cards mention having some type of artistic abilities or artistic nature. So something to think about, okay? And we'll go ahead and move on to the Deception card, okay? I'll let you guys take a look at that. So, with the Deception card, this card tells me that the person of interest for you is being deceptive and they're hiding something from you, but it isn't telling me what that is. Although I do see a third party hiding behind this person, I feel like you can get an idea of that there. But maybe we should try to draw a card and get some clarification on what this deception could be, because it's not giving me anything specific for you guys. So let's take a look at that. Can you give me something specific on this person's form of deception? What is it that they're hiding? Is this a third party type of situation? Okay, what is it that this person is hiding? And we have the Ten of Swords. So the Ten of Swords is just talking about, a painful ending. Still not giving us anything specific. So let's look at the bottom card. Okay, and we have the Empress. So that's telling me that this is a third party. There is another person that your person of interest has their eyes on or is interested in. Or the Empress can also say, if it's not talking about a specific person, It can say that you need to use your own intuition, like your gut instinct will tell you what this deception is. Okay, so if we move on to the Come to Life card. This card talks about using your pain or heartbreak in this situation to inspire you. Maybe this person could become your muse in a way, and create this need for you to express yourself through some form of art. If you're not artistic, it would be telling you to use this situation to, paint your newest version of yourself. Because as you can see here, she is painting herself in the card. Okay? And also, we have several butterflies in this picture. There's one here, 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 and butterflies symbolize transformation and growth. So like I said, if you're not artistic or you don't feel inspired to create some form of art, take that message from the card, okay? And then lastly here we have the finances and career. So this is going to be, a suggestion for you on how to deal with what's going on. This tells me that in addition to possibly being creative and exploring your artistic gifts, or for those of you that don't resonate with being artistic, while you're transforming yourself into what you want to be, focus on your career, your finances. Take a break from relationships in general and take this time to focus on yourself, because when you're in a better place emotionally, physically, mentally, financially, you'll be, your energy will be improved and you'll be able to attract something or someone better, okay? So I hope this reading was helpful for you guys and you got something out of it. All right, and group 3. We have Be the Hunter, Not the Hunted. We have Receiving. We have Stay Optimistic About Your Love Life. And Very Soon. Okay. And as I mentioned with the other two groups, when I was thinking about creating this spread, I wanted these two oracle cards to represent either you or the person of interest, or one of each, however it played out. And then for the bottom two cards, these are going to be like, advice to deal with the situation, or maybe provide some type of clarification on the situation. So I'll let you guys go ahead and take a look at this first card. And this card wants you to pose the question to yourself, do you feel like you're at the beck and call of circumstances, situations, and relationships that are outside of your control? So that tells me that you are giving to this person without getting much back in return. If you're in this type of toxic relationship, this card warns you that, this is not a healthy situation and you're neglecting yourself by doing that. So this card is asking you to see through the assumptions, the expectations, their tantrums, or their manipulations that may be put upon you by that person. You could also feel like you're walking on eggshells with them because you're afraid that they're going to snap on you or, get angry when you're trying to help them. So in this case, I don't really feel like this person is hiding anything from you because they have no problem in expressing themselves to you. This person is not someone who is afraid to speak their mind, even in anger, okay? So I believe it's in your best interest to walk away from this person because this card here, it talks about how it's time for you to be on the receiving end. You're being drained of all of your energy by this person, and this card asks you to take a step back, to get some rest and relaxation, and it wants to remind you that you deserve more in this life. This card wants to remind you that you deserve better. You deserve someone that would treat you better, and you have to realize that you can't fix this person or make life easier for them. Okay, they need to work on themselves, and at this point you're just kind of enabling them to be dependent on someone else rather than helping themselves. This card also says that you're very loving, you're very self-sacrificing, but there's times where you need to direct that at yourself as well so you don't burn out, okay? And if we take a look at the next card here, stay optimistic about your love life. So I feel like this card is here to tell you that if you stay optimistic, you'll find someone who is better aligned with your energy and who will be able to give you or give to you just as freely as you're able to give to those that you care about, right? And you can even kind of get that with the imagery in this card. You need somebody in your life because you have such a big heart and you're so caring and you love to help people, you want to fix their problems, but you need to, match your energy with someone who has those same qualities so that they're able to give to you just as you give to them. You want a more equal ground. You want to be on a more equal footing, okay? And then if we take a look at the next card, we have very soon. And the message here says, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So again, I feel like, this whole reading is just telling you that you need to lift up your energy. This person is doing nothing but draining you. And, they've got so much of their own issues and so much of their own stuff that they have to work through. It doesn't matter how much advice you give to them. It doesn't matter, how often you walk on eggshells to make sure that everything, stays calm and things are good between you guys. You're not going to get what you want and what you deserve out of this person. So the best thing for you to do is to walk away. Walk away from the relationship. That doesn't necessarily mean that you have to walk away from this person altogether, right? You could still be friends. You could still be there to help support them, just not in the way that you are now, okay? Because you're giving too much without receiving what it is that you need. And that's not a fulfilling relationship. And you can't let yourself get tied to somebody like that because the type of person that you are, you'll stay there, you'll stick with it, you'll keep giving and giving, and there'll be a day, right, where you do look back and you go, God, like, did I waste all of that time and energy on this person when, I could have been looking at my own needs, right, and getting, what I want out of a relationship. Okay? So I hope this was helpful and you got something out of this reading. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys soon.